The film begins with a prologue that describes how, after a brutal struggle between vampires and humans, a peace was reached in which the former agreed to live in secrecy while humans carried on living regular lives and vampire information ceased to exist. One crucial guideline that vampires had to observe was not to transgress in Los Angeles' Boyle Heights neighborhood, which is protected by Jay Perez. Victor, a vampire who has slipped into Boyle Heights and broken the ceasefire, attacks Jay and his lover Maria. He kidnaps Maria, sparking a vampire-human conflict. Meanwhile, Jay's younger brother, Benny, is a student who works tirelessly to support his grandma. Jay, on the other hand, works as a chauffeur. Jay cancels his trips to pursue Maria, but Benny insists on covering for him to earn a few extra cash. Jay hesitantly accepts and requests that he pick up 2 girls from a Beverly Hills home. Meanwhile, Jay enlists the help of his fellow vampire hunters to save Maria. Benny picks up Zoe and Blair from a mansion and drives them to a list of events provided by Zoe. When the two are out, Benny discovers Zoe's phone in the car. He receives texts from Victor inquiring about Jay. Benny searches Zoe's suitcase and uncovers blood-stained cash. Benny escapes into the hotel, only to discover that his customers are blood-sucking vampires. Benny tries to run, but is kidnapped and threatened by the vamps. What follows is a terrifying crescendo of a deadly conflict between the factions. Is Benny able to survive? Night Teeth ending explained in detail. Victor's strategy: the 2 girls work for Victor and help him topple the current vampire overlords so that he can rule over and annihilate the human race. In order to do it, they must eliminate 5 key bosses. Vampire leaders uphold the truce and would have gathered together to assassinate anyone who violated the restrictions. As a result, Victor had to murder them all at once. Victor intended to murder Jay after killing them when he invited Zoe and Blair to the final party, which is Victor's mansion. His plan was thwarted when Benny, disguised as Jay, greeted the duo. Victor feels they can pull off the scheme, but only if the senior management, Eva and Grace, are assassinated. While the females are killing other bosses, he pays a visit to senior management and successfully kills them. Attack of the Night Legion. After being assaulted by Night Legion, another team of vampire hunters, Benny takes the girls to his grandmother's house to shelter. Zoe has cold feet and phones Victor to complain about how the night is going, but Victor promises her that traveling to Venice to kill Rocco will be their final murder of the night and that they will govern the city after that. Meanwhile, Victor summons Jay and his friend to a meeting. At the meeting, he declares his plan to take over the city, as well as the information that he has killed and eaten Jay's lover Maria. Jay shoots him in the head, but he recovers. The scenario shifts, and the 2 woman vampires travel to Venice for the ultimate slaughter, accompanied by Benny. They run upon Rocco, who is already wary of their unexpected appearance. Zoe requests that Benny and Blair accompany her to the pool since she has a confidential matter to discuss with Rocco. They go outside to discuss, while Zoe plans to murder Rocco but is stopped by his men. Blair instantly informs Benny that Victor has Jay, just as they all escape Rocco's after failing to assassinate him. One of the Night Legion members strikes Zoe with one of their special crossbows, which can kill vampires before Benny can drive them away. A full-fledged brawl erupts, and Benny escapes in the car with the girls, on their way to see Victor. Blair asks Benny to drive them to the last spot on their agenda as the sun rises. When they arrive at Victor's house, Benny insists on going to get his brother, but Blair warns him that if he gets into a fight with Victor, he would die, and encourages him to leave. Benny hesitates, unsure what to do, but enters the house anyway, discovering a basement full of kidnapped humans, including Jay, who are blood donors to feed Victor. Victor apprehends Benny before he can save his brother. The survival of Benny and Jay. He attempts to make a deal with Victor, offering himself in exchange for Jay. He tries to attack Victor, thinking he caught him off guard, but fails. Blair, on the other hand, comes to Benny's aid. Zoe declares that she does not want to do anything without Blair. Zoe stabs her with the vampire hunting blade when she refuses to stay with her. However, before Blair can murder her, Benny starts the automobile he had placed outside the house's massive windows. He'd slammed a large stone into the vehicle's accelerator pedal. The automobile slams through the windows, shattering the glass and lets sunlight in, killing Zoe. Jay, who has miraculously escaped, informs Benny that it is a trap, but he is too late, and Victor bites Benny's neck. Blair, who is still alive, stabs Victor, and Jay pushes Victor into the sunlight, where he promptly burns up. Blair changes Benny into a vampire to save him from death after he has lost a lot of blood. Jay and Benny have dinner together. Everything has changed, according to Jay, and a conflict between humans and vampires is inescapable, and they will all have to choose sides. Benny realizes and prepares to depart. Before leaving, he reveals that he has left Jay a bag of cash. Benny is seen seated in the library at university, studying. He hears chuckling and recognizes several of his former classmates. He appears to want to kill one of his classmates and drink her blood, but he restrains himself. He sees the same classmates outside the library and is almost ready to attack them. Blair, on the other hand, arrives just in time to pick him up. Benny offers his classmates a ride before departing, and the film concludes.